The wind whipped around me, a symphony of the wild. It was as if nature itself was orchestrating a grand overture, a prelude to the unknown. The gusts were relentless, each one carrying whispers of ancient tales and forgotten dreams. The landscape stretched out, barren and unforgiving, a testament to the raw power of the elements. The stormy weather mirrored the turmoil within, a chaotic dance of emotions and thoughts. Below, a chasm yawned, its depths lost in shadow. It was an abyss that seemed to stretch into infinity, a void that beckoned with both dread and allure. The shadows within were alive, shifting and morphing, hiding secrets that were both terrifying and tantalizing. The twilight cast an eerie glow, adding to the sense of mystery and foreboding. It was a place where light and darkness intertwined, a liminal space that defied understanding. I stood at the edge, the culmination of a journey through darkness. Every step had led to this moment, a convergence of past and present. The cliff's edge was a threshold, a boundary between what was and what could be. The journey had been arduous, filled with trials and tribulations, but it had also been transformative. The twilight sky painted a canvas of possibilities, each hue a reminder of the beauty that can emerge from struggle. It had been long, a descent into the unknown, a stripping away of all I held dear. The forest was a labyrinth of shadows, each turn a confrontation with fears and doubts. The path was steep and treacherous, demanding every ounce of strength and resolve. Yet, with each step, I shed layers of the past, emerging lighter and more attuned to the essence of my being. The darkness was not just an absence of light, but a crucible that forged resilience and clarity. Yet here I stood, not broken, but forged anew. The dawn's light bathed the mountaintop in a golden glow, a symbol of renewal and hope. The journey had reshaped me, honing my spirit and sharpening my resolve. I was no longer the person who had begun this journey. I was a testament to the power of perseverance and transformation. The sunrise was a promise, a beacon of new beginnings and endless possibilities. This precipice, this wasn't the end. It was a beginning. The horizon stretched out, vast and inviting, a canvas waiting to be painted with the colors of my dreams and aspirations. The edge was not a boundary, but a launch pad, a place from which to leap into the unknown with courage and conviction. The sunrise heralded a new chapter, one filled with promise and potential. It was a reminder that every ending is but a prelude to a new beginning. Looking back, the path had been treacherous. It was a journey fraught with obstacles and challenges, each one a test of will and determination. The rocky terrain was a metaphor for the inner struggles, the doubts and fears that had to be navigated and overcome. The narrow trail demanded focus and resilience, a reminder that the path to growth is seldom easy, but always rewarding. Each step was a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Loss, fear, doubt, they had been my companions. They were the shadows that walked beside me, ever present and unyielding. Yet, they were also the catalysts for growth, pushing me to confront and transcend my limitations. The misty forest was a realm of introspection, a place where I faced the deepest parts of myself. The fear in my eyes was met with determination, a resolve to emerge stronger and more self-aware. Each encounter with these emotions was a step towards self-discovery. Each step forward had been an act of defiance, a refusal to be consumed. It was a declaration of intent, a commitment to move beyond the confines of fear and doubt. The rugged path was a testament to the journey's difficulty, but also to the strength and resilience that had been cultivated. Each step was a victory, a small but significant triumph over the forces that sought to hold me back. It was a journey of empowerment, a reclaiming of agency and purpose. I had learned to navigate by the faintest glimmers of hope, to draw strength from the silence within. The darkness was vast, but within it were sparks of light, moments of clarity and insight that guided me forward. These glimmers were beacons, reminders that even in the deepest darkness, there is always a path forward. The silence was not an absence, but a presence, a space where inner strength and wisdom could be found. It was a journey of learning to trust in the unseen and the intangible, and in the heart of that darkness, I found it, an unyielding spirit, a resilience I never knew I possessed. It was a revelation, a discovery of the inner fortitude that had been forged through the trials and tribulations. The darkness was no longer a place of fear, but a realm of strength and empowerment. The determined eyes were a reflection of the journey's impact, a testament to the transformation that had taken place. It was a reminder that within each of us lies a wellspring of resilience, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. Doubt had been insidious, a whisper in the darkness that threatened to consume me. It told me to turn back, that the abyss was too deep, the climb back impossible. The shadows it cast were long and menacing, obscuring the path, amplifying my fears. But I pressed on, fueled by a sliver of hope, a belief in something beyond the darkness. Each challenge, each stumble, had been a lesson in resilience. I learned to embrace the falls, to rise stronger from the ashes of defeat. The darkness hadn't extinguished my spirit. It had tempered it, honed it into something unbreakable. The shadows were still there, but now I saw them for what they were: illusions, projections of my own fear. And fear, I had learned, was a liar. Thank you for staying with us through this journey. If you found value in our content, please subscribe, like, and share our Lens of Life Unframed channel. Your support helps us grow and continue bringing you more inspiring stories. The world had taught me to fear the dark, to seek solace in the light. From a young age, we are conditioned to associate darkness with danger, with the unknown, and to find comfort in the brightness that surrounds us. But life isn't always so clear-cut. There are times when the light we rely on begins to fade, leaving us in a shadowy realm of uncertainty. But what happens when the light fades? When you're left with nothing but the echo of its absence? In those moments, the darkness can feel overwhelming, almost suffocating. It is in these times that we must confront our deepest fears and insecurities. The absence of light forces us to look inward, to search for something more profound within ourselves. You find the light within. It's a journey of self-discovery, a path that requires introspection and courage. When external sources of light are no longer available, we must turn to the inner glow that resides within each of us. This inner light is not always easy to find, but it is there, waiting to be uncovered. It's a spark, a flicker in the deepest recesses of your being, but it's there, a beacon in the storm. This inner light serves as a guide, a source of hope and strength when everything else seems bleak. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, we possess the power to illuminate our own path. I had to dig deep to unearth that spark and fan it into a flame. It wasn't easy. The process required patience, resilience, and a willingness to face my own vulnerabilities. There were moments of doubt, times when I questioned whether I had the strength to continue. But each small victory, each flicker of light, fueled my determination to keep going. There were moments when the darkness felt all-consuming, when I teetered on the edge of despair. The weight of uncertainty and fear threatened to pull me under. Yet, in those moments of profound darkness, I discovered an inner reservoir of strength I never knew existed. It was a quiet, steadfast force that urged me to keep moving forward, even when the path was unclear. But I clung to the belief that I was stronger than I realized, that I had the power to choose my own path, even in the absence of light. This belief became my anchor, grounding me in moments of doubt and fear. It reminded me that I was not defined by my circumstances, but by my response to them. With each step, I grew more confident in my ability to navigate the darkness. And slowly, surely, that inner strength began to bloom. It was a gradual process, like a seedling pushing through the soil towards the light. Each challenge I faced, each obstacle I overcame, nurtured this inner strength, allowing it to grow and flourish. It became a steady, unwavering presence within me, guiding me through the darkest of times. It wasn't a blinding light, but a steady, unwavering glow that illuminated the path forward. This inner light, though subtle, was powerful in its constancy. It provided clarity and direction, helping me to see beyond the immediate darkness and towards a brighter future. It was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we have the capacity to find our way. The abyss stretched before me, a void of unknown depths. It was an expanse that seemed to swallow all light, all hope, and yet it beckoned with a mysterious allure. The darkness was not just an absence of light, but a presence of something profound, something that called to the deepest parts of my soul. It was terrifying and exhilarating all at once. The fear of the unknown gripped me, but so did the thrill of discovery. My heart pounded in my chest, a drumbeat of anticipation and dread. The void was a mirror, reflecting my innermost fears and desires. To step into it felt like both an ending and a beginning, a surrender to the unknown and a leap of faith. It was as if I was standing on the precipice of my own existence, ready to dive into the depths of my own potential. The edge was both a boundary and a gateway, a place where the known world ended and the infinite possibilities began. But I had come too far to turn back now. Every step I had taken, every challenge I had faced, had led me to this moment. The journey had been long and arduous, filled with trials and tribulations, but it had also been a path of growth and self-discovery. I had learned to trust myself, to find strength in my vulnerabilities, and to embrace the unknown with courage. I had stared into the face of darkness and emerged unbroken. The darkness had tested me, pushed me to my limits, but it had also revealed my resilience. I had found light within myself, a beacon that guided me through the shadows. The void was no longer a place of fear, but a realm of potential, a canvas upon which I could paint my destiny. I was ready to embrace the void. With open arms and an open heart, I welcomed the unknown. The void was not an end, but a beginning, a place where I could shed my old self and emerge anew. It was a space of transformation, where I could let go of my fears and embrace my true potential. With a deep breath, I took that step, letting go of the edge, surrendering to the pull of the unknown. The moment my foot left the ground, I felt a rush of freedom, a liberation from the constraints of the past. The void welcomed me, cradling me in its embrace, and I felt a sense of belonging, as if I had finally found my place in the universe. For a moment, there was only falling, a sense of weightlessness, a surrender to the abyss. The world around me blurred, and all that existed was the sensation of free fall. It was a moment of pure being, where time seemed to stand still, and all that mattered was the journey, not the destination. But instead of fear, I felt a strange sense of peace. The void was not a place of chaos, but of serenity. It was a space where I could let go of my worries and simply be. The darkness was comforting, a blanket that wrapped around me and whispered that everything would be all right. This wasn't the end. It was a transformation, a shedding of the old to make way for the new. The void was a crucible, a place where I could be reborn. As I fell, I felt myself changing, evolving into a new version of myself. The darkness was not an enemy, but an ally, guiding me towards my true self. And as I embraced the void, I knew that I was ready for whatever lay ahead. The fall wasn't endless. Instead of crashing on unforgiving rocks, I found myself enveloped in a soft, ethereal light. It wasn't the harsh glare of the sun, but a gentle luminescence, a twilight that held both darkness and light in perfect balance. This was the space between, the liminal realm where transformation occurred. Here, in the heart of the in-between, I found a sense of peace I'd never known. The darkness no longer held any fear, and the light wasn't something to be chased but a gentle companion. This was the lesson the abyss had to teach. That true strength lay not in resisting the darkness, but in embracing the balance. I emerged from the abyss changed, reborn. The world looked different, bathed in the soft glow of twilight. The shadows no longer seemed menacing, but an integral part of the landscape. The light, though subdued, held a new kind of beauty, a quiet strength that resonated deep within me. The journey through darkness had been arduous, but it had also been the most transformative experience of my life. I had faced my fears, embraced my vulnerabilities, and discovered a wellspring of strength I never knew I possessed. I had learned to thrive not in spite of the darkness, but because of it. And as I stepped into the dawn of a new day, I knew that I was ready for whatever lay ahead. Pause 3s. With the dawn of a new day came the ultimate test of my newfound strength. As I stood at the threshold of the final confrontation, the air was thick with anticipation. Every challenge I had faced, every shadow I had embraced, had led me to this moment. The adversary before me was formidable, a manifestation of all my deepest fears and insecurities. But I was no longer the person who had first stepped into the abyss. I was changed, fortified by the journey through darkness. Pause twos. The confrontation was not just with an external foe, but with the remnants of doubt that still lingered within me. It was a battle of willpower, of resilience, of belief in myself. The intensity of the moment was palpable, each second stretching into an eternity as I squared off against the darkness one last time. Pause twos. And then, with a deep breath, I stepped forward. The time had come to face the final challenge, to confront my fears head-on and to emerge victorious. This was the culmination of my journey, the moment where everything would be decided. The final confrontation was not just an end, but a new beginning, a testament to the strength and courage that had brought me this far. Pause twos. As the battle unfolded, I felt a surge of power within me, a fusion of all the lessons learned and strengths gained. I was ready, not just to confront the darkness, but to conquer it. The final confrontation was upon me, and I was prepared to embrace my destiny. Pause threes. The dawn had broken, and with it, a new era of resilience and strength. The journey was far from over, but I now knew that I had the power to face whatever lay ahead. The final confrontation was not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with hope, courage, and an unyielding spirit. Pause twos. The battle was over, but the echoes of the final confrontation still lingered in the air. As the dust settled, a profound silence enveloped the scene, a stark contrast to the chaos that had just unfolded. Pause twos. I stood amidst the remnants of the struggle, feeling a mixture of relief and exhaustion. The adversary had been vanquished, and with it, the shadows of doubt that had haunted me for so long. Pause twos. Yet, the victory was bittersweet. The journey had taken its toll, leaving scars both seen and unseen. As I looked around, I saw the traces of the battles fought, the sacrifices made, and the resilience that had brought me here. Pause twos. The aftermath was a time for reflection, for understanding the depth of the transformation I had undergone. Each step of the journey, each challenge faced, had shaped me into someone stronger, more resilient, and more aware of my own capabilities. Pause twos. The calm after the storm brought with it a sense of clarity. The path ahead was still uncertain, but I now knew that I had the strength to navigate it. The lessons learned and the strength gained were my guiding lights, illuminating the way forward. Pause twos. As I took a deep breath, I felt a renewed sense of purpose. The aftermath was not just an end, but a beginning, a chance to rebuild, to grow, and to embrace the future with an unyielding spirit. Pause twos. The journey was far from over, but I was ready to face whatever lay ahead. The aftermath was a testament to the strength and courage that had brought me this far, and a promise of the resilience that would carry me forward. Pause twos. The battle had been won, but the journey continued, filled with hope, courage, and an unwavering spirit. And so, with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit fortified by the trials faced, I stepped forward into the new dawn, ready to embrace whatever the future held. Pause twos. The aftermath of the battle was a crucible of reflection, a moment where the lessons learned crystallized into wisdom. As I stood amidst the echoes of a hard-fought victory, I began to understand the depth of the journey I had undertaken. This was not just about overcoming an adversary. It was about discovering the strength within and learning to trust in my own resilience. Each challenge faced, each doubt overcome, was a stepping stone towards a greater understanding of myself. The battles had taught me that true strength lies not in the absence of fear, but in the courage to face it head-on. The scars, both seen and unseen, were not marks of defeat, but symbols of survival and growth. They were reminders of the resilience that had carried me through the darkest moments. As I reflected on the journey, I realized that every setback was a lesson, every struggle a teacher. The path was never meant to be easy, but it was in the trials that I found my true self. With this newfound clarity, I knew that I was ready for whatever lay ahead. The lessons learned were my guiding lights, illuminating the way forward. And so, with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit fortified by the trials faced, I stepped forward into the new dawn, ready to embrace whatever the future held. The journey was far from over, but with the wisdom gained, I knew that I was prepared for whatever challenges awaited. The lessons learned were the foundation of my strength, and they would carry me forward into the unknown with unwavering resolve. Pause 2s. With the lessons of the past firmly etched in my heart, I began to chart a new course. Every step forward was imbued with the wisdom gained from the trials faced. The horizon, once shrouded in uncertainty, now glowed with the promise of new beginnings. As I moved forward, it became clear that each challenge had been a necessary part of my evolution. The shadows of doubt that once clouded my path had dissipated, replaced by a newfound confidence and clarity. The journey had not only revealed my inner strength, but also forged a deeper connection to my purpose. Pause 2s. The future stretched out before me like an unwritten book, each page waiting to be filled with the stories of resilience, courage, and growth. I embraced the unknown with open arms, knowing that whatever lay ahead, I was equipped to face it with unwavering resolve. The scars of the past were no longer just reminders of battles fought, but symbols of the journey that had shaped me. They were the proof of my survival, my growth, and my transformation. And so, with a heart full of hope and a spirit fortified by the lessons learned, I stepped into the future. The road ahead was long, but the light of the new dawn illuminated the way. I moved forward, ready to embrace whatever challenges awaited, knowing that the strength within me was my greatest ally. The journey had prepared me for this moment, and with every step, I carried the wisdom of the past into the promise of the future. Moving forward was not just a continuation of the journey, but a celebration of the resilience and courage that had brought me here. The path was mine to walk, and with each step, I moved closer to the fulfillment of my destiny. Pause 2s. The journey wasn't over. In fact, it had only just begun. Each new day brought with it fresh opportunities and challenges, pushing me to explore uncharted territories both within and around me. The road ahead, though uncertain, was a canvas of infinite possibilities. Video, a sunrise over a mountain range, symbolizing new beginnings. Image, a compass on a map, representing guidance and direction. With every sunrise, I was reminded that the end of one journey is merely the beginning of another. The lessons learned were not just chapters of the past, but tools to navigate the future. The path was no longer daunting. It was an invitation to grow, to evolve, and to thrive. Video, a person walking through a dense forest, symbolizing exploration. Video, a drone shot of a winding path through a valley, symbolizing the journey. As I continued forward, I realized that the journey was not about reaching a destination, but about the experiences and growth along the way. Each step was a testament to resilience, each challenge a stepping stone to greater heights. Image, a hiker standing on a cliff's edge, looking out over an expansive view. Video, a time-lapse of changing seasons, symbolizing the passage of time and growth. The journey was a continuous cycle of beginnings and endings, each intertwined with the other. And with every turn, I discovered more about myself and the world around me. I was no longer just moving forward. I was embracing the journey in its entirety. Video, a person crossing a suspension bridge, symbolizing overcoming obstacles. Video, a close-up of a hand touching a tree, symbolizing connection to nature and oneself. The journey continues, and with it, my story unfolds. Each moment, each step, is a part of a grand adventure. And as I walk this path, I carry with me the strength of my past, the wisdom of my experiences, and the hope of an uncharted future. Video, a person standing at a crossroads, symbolizing choices and new directions. Video, a sunset over the ocean, symbolizing the ongoing nature of the journey and new horizons. Pause 2s. The journey continues, and I am ready for whatever lies ahead. The road is long, but it is mine to travel, and with every step, I move closer to the fulfillment of my destiny. Pause 2s. A new beginning lay ahead, filled with promise and potential. The past had been a teacher, the present a canvas, and the future a masterpiece yet to be painted. Video. A blank canvas being painted with vibrant colors, symbolizing new beginnings. Image. A sunrise breaking through the clouds, representing hope and renewal. Each step taken was a commitment to growth, a pledge to embrace the unknown with courage and optimism. Video. A person stepping into a sunlit meadow, symbolizing stepping into a new phase. The lessons of the past were not chains holding me back, but wings propelling me forward. Image a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, symbolizing transformation. With every breath, I felt the weight of old fears lifting, replaced by the invigorating air of possibility. Video. A person taking a deep breath on a mountaintop, symbolizing freedom and new perspectives. The journey had carved resilience into my soul, and now I stood at the threshold of a new chapter, ready to write my story anew. Video. A person flipping open a blank journal, ready to write. The horizon was no longer a distant dream, but a tangible reality, urging me to take the first step. Video. A person walking towards a horizon with the sun setting behind, symbolizing moving forward. The path ahead was not just a route to be traveled, but a journey to be savored. Video. A drone shot of a winding road through a scenic landscape, symbolizing the journey. In this new beginning, I found strength in my scars, wisdom in my experiences, and hope in the promise of tomorrow. Video. A person running through a field, arms outstretched, symbolizing freedom and joy. Stock video. A young plant growing, symbolizing new growth and potential. Pause 2s. The new beginning was not just a continuation, but a transformation. It was an opportunity to redefine, to reimagine, and to rise. Video. A phoenix rising from the ashes, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. The dawn of this new chapter was not just an end, but a beautiful beginning. Video. A sunrise over a calm sea, symbolizing peace and new horizons. I embraced this new beginning with open arms, ready to explore, to learn, and to thrive. The journey was mine, and the possibilities were endless. Stock video. A person standing on a cliff, looking out at an expansive view, symbolizing limitless potential. Pause 2s. This new beginning was the start of something extraordinary, and I was ready to embark on this grand adventure. Pause 2s. As I stood at the threshold of new beginnings, I took a moment to reflect on the journey that had brought me here. Video. A person standing by a serene lake, looking at their reflection in the water. Image. A mirror reflecting a sunrise, symbolizing introspection and new perspectives. Each challenge faced, each triumph celebrated, had been a stepping stone, shaping me into who I am today. Video. A montage of past challenges, symbolizing growth through adversity. The shadows of doubt had been scattered by the light of perseverance, illuminating the path ahead. Video. A person walking through a forest as sunlight filters through the trees, symbolizing clarity and guidance. In this quiet moment of reflection, I found gratitude for the lessons learned and the strength gained. Image. A journal with handwritten notes, symbolizing recorded memories and lessons. The journey had been long, but each step had been worth it. Video. Footsteps on a winding path, symbolizing the continuous journey. I realized that the past was not something to be forgotten, but embraced, for it had carved resilience into my soul. Video. A sculptor chiseling a statue, symbolizing the shaping of character. Pause 1s. With the wisdom of hindsight, I could see the beauty in the struggles and the grace in the victories. Video. A time-lapse of flowers blooming, symbolizing growth and unfolding potential. The reflections in the still waters of my mind revealed a tapestry of experiences, woven together to create a unique and powerful story. Stock video. A tapestry being woven, symbolizing the interconnectedness of experiences. As I moved forward, these reflections would serve as a compass, guiding me with the knowledge that every ending is a new beginning in disguise. Video. A compass pointing north, symbolizing direction and guidance. The journey was ongoing, the story ever evolving, and with each new chapter, I would continue to reflect, to grow, and to thrive. I stock video, a tree growing taller, symbolizing continuous growth and evolution. Pause 2s. In the reflections of my past, I found the strength to embrace the future, ready to write the next chapter of this incredible journey. Video, a person writing in a journal at sunrise, symbolizing the beginning of a new day and new possibilities. Pause 2s. As the reflections faded into the background, a profound realization dawned upon me. The final lesson of this journey was not just about overcoming obstacles or celebrating victories. Video's a person standing on a mountain peak, gazing at the horizon. Image, a winding road disappearing into the distance, symbolizing the endless journey. It was about understanding the essence of resilience and the power of self-belief. Video, a person looking at their reflection in a mirror, symbolizing self-discovery. Pause 1s. In the face of adversity, I had discovered an inner strength I never knew existed. Video, a person lifting heavy weights, symbolizing the strength within. The doubts and fears that once clouded my vision had been transformed into stepping stones, paving the way to a brighter future. Video, a person walking confidently through a dark tunnel into the light, symbolizing emerging from doubt. Pause 1s. The final lesson was clear. Every challenge, every setback was an opportunity for growth. I stock video, a seed sprouting into a plant, symbolizing growth from adversity. Image, a phoenix rising from the ashes, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. Embracing the journey meant embracing every aspect of it, the highs and the lows, the triumphs and the trials. Video, a person climbing a rugged mountain trail, symbolizing perseverance. Pause 1s. This journey had taught me that true strength lies not in the absence of challenges, but in the courage to face them head-on. Video, a person standing firm in a storm, symbolizing resilience. The final lesson was a testament to the unyielding human spirit and the boundless potential within each of us. Video, a sunrise breaking through the clouds, symbolizing hope and new beginnings. Pause 2s. As I continued on this path, I carried with me the wisdom of this final lesson, knowing that no matter what lay ahead, I had the strength to overcome and the courage to thrive. I stock video. A person walking into the sunset, symbolizing the journey forward. Video, a journal being closed, symbolizing the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. The journey was not just about reaching a destination, but about the lessons learned along the way. Video, a book being opened to a new page, symbolizing new beginnings and continuous learning. Pause 2s. In the end, the final lesson was a reminder that the journey itself is the greatest teacher, and with each step, we grow, we learn, and we evolve. Video, a tree growing taller, symbolizing continuous growth and evolution.